ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। श्रीशङ्कराचार्यनवावतारं विश्वेश्वरं विश्वगुरुं प्रणम्य वेदान्तशास्त्रश्रवणालसानां बोधाय कुर्वे कमपि प्रबन्धम्। न भूमेर्न तोयं न तेजो न वायुर्न खन्नेन्द्रियं वा न तेषां समूहः अनैकान्तिकत्वात् सुषुप्त्येकसिद्धस्तदेको वसिष्ठः शिवः केवलोऽहम्। In order to prove that aham manushya karta bhokta is a bhranti, Acharya Madhusudan Saraswati ji has given 7 yuktis. We are seeing the 4th one right now. See the Moolam, page 34, first line. Jnana anityatva pakshe तत्तद व्यक्ति भेद ध्वंस प्राग भाव समवाय ज्ञानत्व जात्यादि अभ्युपगमे गौरवात् एकत्व अभ्युपगमे च अतिलाघवात्. So whether jnanam is ekam or anekam, and in that if jnanam is accepted as anitya, means it is anekam, it is many, and each is anitya, it comes and goes, then jnana anityatva pakshe there are gaurava doshas. What are they? Tattad vyakti bheda, because it is anitya and many, so there is jati vyakti sambandha. So vyakti bheda, each vyakti will have praga bhav, pradvansa bhav, one. Then there will be jati, and jati will be associated with vyakti with samvaya jnanam. So samvaya jnanatva and jatyadi abhyupagame, all these will be the gauravas, gaurav doshas. And ekatva abhyupagame, if you accept only ekatva, then atilaghavat. And if someone says, then ghata jnanam pata jnanam means ghata pata, you accept all of them also as one. So we said no, there is direct perception, there is pratiti of manyness there, so there is no point in accepting laghavam there. In the same way, pancha mahabhuta or shita ushna sukha dukha, you cannot have them as one because they are pratita, they are experienced. So he says ghata jnanam pata jnanam is also experienced. So ghata jnanam pata jnanam is experienced, but it is due to upadi bheda. Ghata jnanam pata jnanam iti upadi bheda puraskarena eva jnana bheda pratite hai. Jnana bheda pratiti is because of keeping ghata pata as the upadhi. Having accepted that, then jnana bheda is there. Swatastu jnanam, swatastu jnanam jnanam iti eka rupa avagamat. That's how you have to read. Swataha, how it is? Jnanam, jnanam, jnanam. In this way, it is jnanam only. In this way, it is experience, avagamat. तद उत्पत्ति विनाश प्रतीत्योश्च अवश्य कल्प्य विषय संबंध विषयतया अपि उपपत्तेः. And this utpatti vinasha that you can explain in different way, because he says that ghata jnana utpatti is there, then ghata jnana vinasha is there, then pata jnana utpatti is there. How will you explain? So now that part we have to see in Tika. See on page number 35, first line in Tika. Yatra paraspar vailakshanyena, found? Yatra paraspar vailakshanyena swarupato bhedaha pratyaksham anubhuyate. Paraspar vailakshanya, due to the mutual differences, there is pratyaksha bheda which is experience, anubhuyate. Tatra anubhava anusarena angikaryameva, na tatra gauravam doshaya. So if it is directly experienced, then if you accept it that way, then it is not a gaurava dosha. What is not experienced and you have to do kalpana, in that kalpana only the possibility of laghava and gaurava is there. What is obviously experienced, there you can't say you cut it down to one, and why? Because of laghava. Like many times Maharaj gives example. If you have to imagine how many people built this hall, satsang hall. So there could be, let's say, 1,000 people, different kind of workers, some doing cement work, concrete work, some carpenter, electrician, plumber. So many people come. You say for laghavat, for the sake of keeping it to minimum, let's have only one. So you can't imagine that way where there is obvious that so many people have worked. So there gauravam is not doshaya. Kalpaniye arthe hi laghava gaurava charcha, na pratyakshe. Only when there is kalpaniya artha, then laghava gaurava charcha is there, not in pratyaksha. Yadyapi घट ज्ञानम पट ज्ञानम इति भेद प्रतीयते, तथापि स न स्वरूपतः. घट ज्ञान पट ज्ञानम, this kind of bhed, even though it is experience, but it is not swarupatah bheda. Kintu घट पटादि upaditah, but only because of घट पट upadi. And how will you explain that upadita bheda? So he is going to define that now. तथा च उपाधि भेदेन उपधेये ज्ञाने भेदस्य कल्पनीयत्वात्. When there is upadhi bheda, then there will be upadheya bheda. Upadheye jnane bhedasya kalpaniyatvat. Tatra laghava gaurava charchayaha. It is yaha there. Charchayaha avasaraha. So when upadhi bheda is there, because of that there is upadheya bheda. Upadheya is jnanam. Upadhi is ghata pata etc. Then bheda is kalpaniya in jnanam, therefore you can have laghava gaurava. And therefore itself he gives example, atayava ghata mathadi upadi bhede api akasha bhedo na svikritas tarkikaihi. Tarkika, they did not accept manyness in akasha. Why? They said, you can understand that manyness seems to be there, but it can be accommodated by upadhi bheda. That ghata upadhi is there, matha upadhi is there. So upadhi bhedat akasha bheda, natu vastava. So in the same way you accept it in jnanam. Atma also Vedanti says the same thing. Atma is one. Due to upadhi appears as many. And upadhi is antakarana. In the same way, jnanam is also one. Due to vishaya as upadhi, ghata jnanam, pata jnanam, pustaka jnanam, ityadi, manyness, plurality is experienced. तथा च विषय भेदे अपि आश्रय भेदे अपि लाघवात् ज्ञानम एकम एव आस्थेयम. With Vishaya Bheda and Ashraya Bheda, you can just have one Jnanam and that is Laghavam. So, that alone should be resorted to, Astheyam. Now, Purvapakshi says, Nanu Ghata Jnanam Nashtam Patak Jnanam Utpannam iti pratitehe Jnananam Anekatvam Astheyam iti chet. But our experience is what? That Ghata Jnanam came, gone, Patak Jnanam came, gone, another Vishaya Jnanam comes, goes. Or some Shabda Jnanam comes. It's not always Rupa Jnanam, Rupa Jnanam, Rupa Jnanam. There is only Shabda Jnanam, Rupa Jnanam, Gandha Jnanam, Sparsha Jnanam, Rasa Jnanam. Variety is there. And in them also various Vishayas. Iti chet, now you see that Moolam, we had to complete that part on previous page. 34, page number, line 4. Tad utpatti vinash pratityoshcha avashya kalpya vishaya sambandha vishayataya api upapattehe. So, utpatti vinasha of this Ghata utpatti, Ghata Jnana utpatti, Ghata Jnana vinasha, Patak Jnana utpatti, Patak Jnana vinasha, Gandha Jnana utpatti, Gandha Jnana vinasha. This is avashya kalpya vishaya sambandha vishayataya. So, this kalpya vishaya which is there, that upadhi, its sambandha is there with jnanam. So, when jnanam gets associated with Ghata upadhi, then that jnanam will be called Ghata Jnanam. And that sambandha taking place is called Utpatti, Sanyoga. And when there is a Viyoga in sambandha, then that is called Nasha. So, Jnana Nasha. Ghata Jnana Utpatti is nothing but Ghata Upadhi Sanyoga with Jnana, Nitya Jnana. And Ghata Jnana Nasha is Ghata Upadhi Viyoga with Nitya Jnana. So, in this way, Sambandha Vishayataya api upapattehe. You can do the upapatti. Upadhi paramarsha antarena swatah eva घटात् घटांतरस्य भेद प्रतीतेः तत् प्रतिबंधी ग्रह असंभवात् आकाश काल दिशामपि नानात्व आपत्तेश्च. So that part we will see later when it comes. This उपाधि परामर्शम अंतरेण स्वतः एव घटात् घटांतरस्य भेद. That one part appears as different from other parts. That part we will take up when it comes. So, go back to Tika now. So, Purvapakshi asked that how do you explain? So, Vedanti is explaining now. Na Jnanasya ghata patadi vishayena saha yaha sambandhas tad vishayini sa pratitihi. Jnanasya ghata patadi vishayena saha yaha sambandha. Jnanasya sambandha ghata pata adi vishayena means upadhi. So, when Jnanam gets associated with one upadhi as Vishaya, then Tad Vishayini Sa Pratiti. So, then I feel I got Ghata Jnanam, Rupa Jnanam, Rasa Jnanam. Tadrisha Sambandha Gata Utpatti Vinashau Jnane Upacharyete. Then Tadrisha Sambandha Gata Utpatti Vinasha. Accordingly, Utpatti and Vinasha in Jnanam, their upachara is done. That this Jnana Utpatti happened, Ghata Jnana Utpatti, then Ghata Jnana Nasha, Patak Jnana Utpatti, Patak Jnana Nasha, some other Gandha Jnana Utpatti, Gandha Jnana Nasha iti. Tathacha Siddham Jnanasya Ekatvam. In this way it is established Jnanam is one. Nityam, and it is Nityam. Nityatvam cha iti ekena atmana saha jnanasya na bheda anupapattihi. Ekena atmana, one atma, by that jnanasya na abheda anupapattihi. double negative. Na abheda anupapattihi means jnanasya abheda upapattihi. Therefore, jnanam is abheda with Atma. Atma equals jnanam. Atma is nitya, jnanam is nityam. Atma is ekam, jnanam is also ekam. This is siddham. Now, if you remember, first chapter of Panchadashi. In first chapter of Panchadashi, after first two shlokas of Mangalacharanam, the first shloka of Vidyaranya Swamiji, how he teaches, Shabdasparshadayo Vedyaha Vaichitrya Jagare Pradhak Tato Vibhakta Tat Samvit Ekarupanna Vidyate. He says Shabdasparshadayo Vedyaha, they are Vedya and they have Vaichitrya means variety in Jagare, in waking state, and they are Pradhak. But different from them is Samvit. Tato Vibhakta Tat Samvit Ekarupa. That Samvit is one. It is not changing. Shabda Sparsha are changing. This is how Vidyaranya Swamiji starts Panchadashi, first shloka. Now at that time, if we have to explain this, that Jnanam is only one, Vishayas are many, Vishaya gets associated with Atma, which is Jnana Swarupa, and therefore there is a pratiti of manyness. Utpatti Vinasha of Jnanam is only Sanyoga Viyoga with Vishaya. You think anybody will understand in first chapter of Panchadashi all this? Nobody will understand this. So that time, in that, you have to explain how Vidyaranya Swamiji explains later that there is Chaitanya, and because of that you say Jnanam is one, the actual Jnanam, and then the Pratiti is of many because of the Abhasa. Chaitanya. So, the Vritti Jnanam, you accept it as many, but the Adharabhuta Jnanam is one. So, then student is okay at that level. Now, here, what is said is a real answer. Not that Vritti Jnanam and Adharabhuta Jnanam, separation is not done. Okay. Now, there is in the next sentence in Moolam, there is one word called Pratibandhi, right? Upadhi paramarsham antarena swata eva ghatat ghatantarasya bhed pratitehe tat pratibandhi graha. So, what is this pratibandhi graha? It is like this. If I have proposed something, let us say, then in that, if Purva Pakshi wants to show defect, then what he will do, that this thing, what you are proposing, if it is applied at some other place, then there is asangati, which you will also accept it. And therefore, that asangati applies here also. This is called pratibandhi. And that sthanam where this kind of graha is called pratibandhi graha. So, pratibandhi graha means, to give you an example, if I say, let us accept 2 plus 2 as 5, then he will say, if you say 2 plus 2 is 5, then I will give you 2 bananas and 2 bananas and you have to give me 5. And you will not give me, because you will not accept it. Therefore, just as in banana transaction 2 plus 2 is not 5, in your current calculation also 2 plus 2 cannot be 5. This is called pratibandhi graha. So, if we proved that Jnanam is one, Nityam, and because of Upadhi there is Bheda, so then what is he saying now? That if Jnanam is experienced as one, and even though the we feel that there is manyness in Jnanam, still you are saying that we will accept only one, then ghata, like this, do you experience many ghatas or not? So you accept only one ghata then. Just as jnana bheda, you don't want to accept and you want to say there is one jnanam. Ghata bheda also you don't accept. That is what he says in the Moolam. Ghatat ghatantarasya bheda pratitehe. From one ghata, there is another ghata's bheda, that is pratiti is there. So that is called tat pratibandhi graha. This is the pratibandhi graha. Acharya says asambhavat. It is not possible. Means we will not be caught here in this kind of pratibandhi thing. Why? Because in ghata there is no upadhi. Ghata bheda can be there because of upadhi, but here there is no such thing. They are directly perceived as different. In jnanam, the jnanam is understood as many because of upadhi. So, without upadhi, you cannot say that there is ghata bheda actually. Means, ghata bheda without upadhi also you can see. Whereas, jnana bheda you cannot prove without upadhi. And therefore, ghata bheda is nirupadhika. Whereas, jnana bheda is sopadhika. So, therefore, in jnana bheda, without upadhi, you will not prove that there is bheda in jnanam. But in ghata, without any upadhi also bheda is seen. So that pratibandhi graha will not come in our case. Clear? No. Okay. See, if the Purvapakshi says, in Jnanam, there is manyness, but you are accepting Jnanam as one. First of all, what is Pratibandhi Graha? Pratibandhi Graha means that if we have proved some principle, to show defect in that, what Purvapakshi will do is, he will show it somewhere else that there it doesn't work. And therefore, and you will also accept that it doesn't work there. Therefore, it doesn't work here also. This is called Pratibandhi Graha. So, for Jnanam, when we proved that it is only one, Purvapakshi doesn't want to accept it. So, he is going to use this argument in Ghata. And he says, if there are two Ghatas, will you say there is one Ghata? So, if we cannot, then in Jnanam, why do you say there is one Jnanam? When there is pratiti of Ghata Jnanam, Pata Jnanam, each Vishaya Jnanam, Shabda Sparsha, Rupa Rasa, Ityadi. This is the Pratibandhi Graha. This part is clear. Right? So, this is how Purvapakshi is going to object. Now, the Siddhanti, what we are saying is that in Ghata, the Bheda is seen without any Upadhi also. Whereas in Jnanam, Bheda is seen because of Upadhi. Means there is some other factor because of which I see Bheda in Jnanam. Whereas in Ghata, I directly see the Bheda. And therefore, the Ghata Bheda is Nirupadhika. Whereas Jnana Bheda is Sopadhika. Sopadhika means it depends upon Upadhi. So, this kind of Pratibandhi Graha is not possible with the example of Ghata. Okay, I'll give you different example. See, if you see a small pot and a big pot, or a blue pot and a red pot, right? So, he will say, see, this is different, that is different. Red pot is different, blue pot is different. Why? Because one has red as the Upadhi, another has blue as the Upadhi. Just as you have Ghata Jnanam, Pata Jnanam. Correct? This much he can say. If he says there is only ghata, they are same. There is no upadhi. But if let us say some color is there, color difference is there. So now our question would be, essentially what it is? Clay. Because of the color upadhi, you think one is red pot, another is blue pot, another is yellow pot. But really it is only clay. In the same way, in Jnanam also, the Vishaya, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, they give a different notion that, oh, there is variety. Really speaking, Jnanam is same. Like in our room also, if a bulb is there, it is illuminating something, and you see different objects. So, it seems like bulb illumination on book, bulb illumination on cloth, bulb illumination on bag, bulb illumination on pen. Actually, illumination is same. But with respect to the object, we are using manyness. Or other example which I always give, let us say there are 5 pots. Golden pot, silver pot, copper pot, steel pot and mud pot. What are the 5? Copper pot. And why I ask this question? Just so that I know that you are all awake also and that you are paying attention. Because otherwise there is nothing to ask in this golden pot and silver pot. But if let us say these 5 pots are kept and I say there is space in each of these pots. So the space in the golden pot, if I want to define that space, how will I define? What will be the Visheshana, adjective for that space conditioned by golden pot? So I will use the word golden pot space. Then second will be silver pot space, copper pot space, steel pot space, mud pot space. Now I am using big adjectives. What is it really? Space. So the bheda is only caused by upadhi. Really the space has not become divided. And pratiti you can say, because pratiti bheda is when my attention is only on upadhi. So if akasha being sukshma is not affected by upadhi, jnanam is even sukshma, it is sukshmatara. Then how can there be bheda in jnanam? Only when my attention is on Vishaya, I think Jnanam is associated with Vishaya. Really, Jnanam is only Prakasha Rupa. And therefore, so if you see the whole discussion, you know where we, in the discussion, how we came here, that there is one called Pramata and Pramata's Jnanam, which is Anityam. And another is Sakshi, and Sakshi's Jnanam is Nityam. That is where this whole discussion has come down. So from there we are here. You remember this discussion? Means this is how the whole thing started, correct? Everybody? So, what Vedanta wants to say is, really everything is Sakshi Bhasya only. Even though it appears that Chidabhasa is giving experience of various objects, really everything is Sakshi Bhasya. So Sakshi alone is illumining everything. Therefore, Jnanam is Nitya only. In this way, you understand. And that, he says, Pratibandhi Graha Asambhavat Akasha Kala Dishamapi Nanatva Apatyascha. And if you don't accept this, then like if you are saying, 2 ghatas means you have to accept 2, then in Akasha you will have Nanatvam, manyness. Then Kala also. Kala is only one. We create the notion of division in Kala. Masa, Abda, Yuga, Kalpa, ityadi. And Disha also. Disha means this north, south, east, west and all. This is based on where we are and with respect to where the sun is. Then we create all these ideas. Everything is moving anyway. So, for Vyavahara, these things are taken up. Okay. Now, see the Tika. Abhedena dharma dharmi bhavecha ashrayasya nirdharmakatva eva paryavasanam bhavati iti atma nirdharmakah siddhah. Abhedena dharma dharmi bhave. So here dharma is what and dharmi is what? Here dharma is jnanam and dharmi is atma. And between dharma and dharmi there is abheda. So the ashraya which is dharmi, ashrayasya nirdharmakatve eva paryavasanam bhavati. And therefore atma is nirdharmakaha iti siddhaha. Atma will be nirdharmaka. Why? Because jnanam is nirdharmakam. And kartrutvadinam api na atmanaha sadharmakatvam. Kartrutvadina api na atmanaha sadharmakatvam. Kartrutvadehe aswabhavikatvad. So this is the next one in the Moolam, which is after the fifth. This is the fifth hetu, fifth yukti. Kartrutvadehe vastavatve anirmoksha prasangat. This kartrutva, that I am the doer, etc. Kartrutvadinapi na atmanah. By kartrutva also, atma will not become sadharmaka. Why? Because kartrutvadehe aswabhavikatvad. Kartrutva itself is aswabhavikam. Anyatha samsarasya apariharyattvena moksho durupapada syat. Kartrutva is aswabhavikam means it is also upadhikam. Atma is karta or upadhis are doing the, upadhis are having kartrutva. Atma is not karta. So like when we say I am doing something. So I am doing means hand is doing something, eyes are doing something, physical body is doing something, and then I say I am doing that. So hands are writing and I say I am writing. So this is what prakritehe kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvasha. Ahankar vimudhatma karta aham iti manyate. The kartrutva is in me. Prakriti's guna I accept. Means upadhi I accept as me or mine, and their activity I accept as mine. Kartrutvadehe aswabhavikatva. Anyatha samsarasya apariharyatvena moksho durupapadasyat. If I don't understand that kartrutva is sopadika, if I don't accept that this kartrutva as sopadika, then what will happen? Samsara will never go. Because then I am really karta. So then I will be bhokta. Then forget about moksha. So that is what he said. Anirmoksha prasangat. If kartrutva was vastavik, then forget moksha. So all these darshanas which accepted Atma as karta, Nyaya, Vaisheshika, Sang and Mimamsa. If Atma is karta, what is the moksha idea then? Because you will always be bound. So moksha durupapada. This is fifth hetu, fifth yukti. Then sixth one, in Tika, nothing is given. So you will have to see the Moolam. Swaprakasha anabhyupagamecha jagadandhya prasangat. That nothing, Tikakar probably just either he overlooked it or he took it that what is there to write. You understand. If you don't accept Atma as Swaprakasha Rupa, because Deha or Indriya, Mana, all of them are not Swaprakasha. Only Atma is Swaprakasha according to Vedanta. If you don't accept that, then Jagadandhya Prasanga. Jagadandhya means everything will be Jada. Then who will prove the existence of anything. Jagadandya Prasanga means whole world will be blind. It will be Jada. So you need a Swayam Prakash entity by which something else is illumined. So it knows itself and it knows other things also. So Swaprakasha you have to accept as Atma. And the next one is Parama Premaspadattvena cha tasya Ananda Rupatvat Nirdharmaka Nitya Swaprakasha Sukhatmaka Eva Atma Ityadyaha. Parama Premaspadattvena tasya Ananda Rupatva. So Swaprakashatva is Chaitanya Rupa. And before that, Jnanatva we saw, again Nitya Jnanam, and then no Kartrutva, etc. Now you see Tika here. Tathacha Uktam Panchadashyam Mana Bhuvam Hi Bhuyasam iti Prematmanikshate Tat Prematmarthamanyatra Naiva Manyarthamatmani Atastat Paramam Tena Paramanandatatmanaha iti. Now here also this Mana Bhuvam Hi Bhuyasam, this much part is actually not Vidyaranya Swamiji. You know where this part is given? Mana Bhuvam Hi Bhuyasam. Bhagavan Shankaracharya has given this already in Vakya Vritti. But people don't study Vakya Vritti as much as they study Panchadashi probably. And therefore they think this Mana Bhuvam Hi Bhuyasam, this phrase is by Vidyaranya Swamiji. The actual quotation that is given in Vakya Vritti is Parapremaspadataya Mana Bhuvam Sada Bhuyasamiti Yo Drashta Soham Ityavadharaya. There all these shlokas are there where Soham Ityavadharaya is given. So, Mana Bhuvam Sada Bhuyasam, he has given there. So, Vidyaranya Swamiji used that. And then, this Tat Prema Atmartham Anyatra, Naiva Manyartham Atmani. There also, he says that Putra Vitta Adayo Bhavaha Yasya Sheshataya Priyaha Drashta Sarva Priyatamaha. So, everything is dear to me for my sake, and anything else is dear only because it is dear for me. But I love myself without any reason. Tat prem atmartham anyatra. For the sake of Atma, that love is there anywhere else. Naiva manyartham atmani. But the love in Atma is not for the sake of anything else. Ataha tat paramam, and therefore that love for Atma is supreme. Tena, therefore Atma should be of the nature of supreme happiness. Atmanaha paramanandata. So in this way it is explained that Atma is Ananda Swarupa also. So in the Mula Pankti Parama Premaspadattvena cha tasya Ananda Rupatvat, Atma is Nirdharmaka, Nitya Swaprakasha Sukhatmaka Eva Atma Ityadyaha. So you say Atma is Sukhatma Swarupa and then you say it is Nirdharmaka. You say Atma is Jnana Swarupa and then you say it is Nirdharmaka. So remember, Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, Anandam, these are not dharma as in guna of Atma. Like Neelam, Mahat, Sugandhi, Utpalam. So, these are guna of the Utpala, lotus. But it is not like that for Atma. This is only Upachara Matra. So, Anando Vishayanubhavo Nityascheti Dharmaha. This is how Panchapadikakar gives. Ananda means Ananda Swarupa. Vishayanubhava means Jnanam. And Nitya. Nityaschas iti Santi Dharmaha. And Nitya means Sat. So Sat, Chit, Ananda, these dharmas are there in Atma only as upachara. And this similar idea actually is used in Adhyas Bhashya also to say that Atma has dharma. When it is said that there is Anyonya Adhyas between Asmad and Yushmad, Dharma and Dharmi. So now you can understand Yushmad having dharma means Anatma having some dharma superimposed on Atma. But what is the dharma of Atma which is superimposed on Anatma? So it is said Satyam, Sat, Chit, Ananda, they are understood as dharma of Atma being superimposed. Otherwise Atma is nirdharmakaha. Eva Atma iti ityadyaha yuktayaha. So now in Tika, etavata grantha sandarbhena अत्रत्यः पूर्वपक्षी देहात्मवाद रूपस्वमतात् प्रत्यावितः. So by up to this grantha, etavata grantha sandarbhena, by the context of so much of this text, atratyah, atratya means here, up, connected to this, so much. Purvapakshi, who is the Dehatmavadi, he has been Dehatmavada Rupa Swamatat. This is what his Swamata Pratyavitaha means. He is defeated. He is refuted. Now, see the Moolam. So this Moolam, next topic is starting. The next topic number, I also don't know what it is now. But the topic is discussion on ignorance now. Ajnana vichara. Tasmat parisheshat bhrantiriyam iti sthite tat karanamapi yogyam kinchit kalpaniyam. So what is established that aham manushya karta bhokta, this is bhranti. And this bhranti should have a karanam, which is appropriate karanam. And what will be that karanam? That karanam cannot be Atma. So this karanam will be Ajnanam. And that karanam will be neither Sat, nor Asat, nor Sadasat. So it will be Anirvachaniya and it will be Bhavarupa. Now you see in Tika. Tathacha tenapyaham manushya iti pratitehe bhranti rupatvam avashya abhyupeyam. And therefore, aham manushya, etc., this pratiti is bhranti. So, constantly during our daytime thinking, whenever I feel I am manushya, a human being, or what will happen tomorrow, generally, I am manushya, this thought doesn't come unless we stand in front of mirror or go on thinking of our physical appearance. But, I am in the grip of Kala. I am located in Desha, here. So, I am within Desha Kala with some limitations. This notion is very strong. This is a Bhranti. This Bhranti will continue as long as physical body is there. So, this I have to accept that this is not me, this is Bhranti. Tad aha, tasmaditi, tad karanam api iti. And therefore, it will have a karanam. Aham manushya ityadya karakam yad bhranti jnanam tasya upadana karanam tad yogyam kinchit kalpaniyam. A yogya upadana karana kalpana should be done. Means it should be understood. Shuddham chaitanyam tu nirvikaratvat na tad yogyam. Shuddha chaitanya being nirvikara is not appropriate as karanam for what? Shuddham Chaitanyam cannot be the Karanam. For what? For Bhranti Jnanam. Bhranti Jnanam is what we established. Now we are looking for the Karanam for Bhranti Jnanam. That is called Ajnanam. That's why this Vichara is Ajnana Vichara. Ajnana Vichara means Ajnanasya Vichara. Not Ajnana Eva Vichara. So, Tacha Upadana Karanam Anuman pramanena siddhyati. Atma cannot be upadana karanam of Bhranti. So some upadana karana is there. So let us do Anumanam. What is the Anumanam? Tad yatha Bhranti Jnanam. So this is the nature of Anumanam. Bhranti Jnanam Bhava Rupa Upadana Karanakam Janya Bhavatvat Ghatavat iti. Bhranti Jnanam is Bhava Rupa Upadana Karanakam. It has Bhava Rupa Upadana Karana. Anena cha Anumanena. This is clear. Bhranti Jnanam is Bhava Rupa Upadana. It should have a Bhava Rupa Upadanam. Why? Because it is Janyam. Janyam in the sense that this Bhranti Jnanam is Utpannam. Like Ghata. Bhranti Jnana Utpatti is there. So Ghata Utpatti is there. And therefore Ghata also has Bhava Rupa Upadana Karana. So Bhranti Jnanam also Janyatvat Bhava Rupa Upadana Karana. Anena cha means it is Bhava Rupatvat means it is understood as is in this way. Utpannam means this way. That it is. Therefore Karanam also should be there. Anena cha Anumanena Siddhyat Upadana Karanam Bhranti Jnana Rupa Karya Ashrayi Bhuta Atmani eva Siddhyati. So in this way, if you do one Anumana, Anumanena Siddhyat Upadana Karanam, Bhranti Jnana Rupa Karya Ashrayi Bhuta. Bhranti is about what? Bhranti ka Vishay. What is the subject of Bhranti? Atma. I have Bhranti about Atma, right? I do not know because Aham Manushya, this Bhranti is about Aham, Atma. Karta, Aham Bhokta, all this is Bhranti about Atma. So, this Bhranti is Ashraya. Bhranti Jnana, which is the Karyam, its Ashraya is Atma. And therefore, its Karana's Ashraya also will be Atma. This is what he says in this Pankti. So, Ajnana, whatever that we say, Mula Jnanam, its Ashraya will be Atma. Because Bhranti is about Atma. And why he says, he gives Hetu in the next sentence. Vayadhikaranya Karya Karana Bhava Ayogat. Between Karya and Karana, there has to be Samanadhikaranya, not Vayadhikaranya. Vayadhikaranya means Vishama Adhikaranam. So, Karya and Karana should have same Adhikarana. For example, if pot is there as a Karyam, pot is an effect, Karyam. So then, and that pot is staying in clay because it is Mridghata, made up of clay. So its Karanam is Mrittika. So in this, actually its Karanam is Pinda. From the Pinda, the pot is created. So if pot Ashraya is clay, then Pinda Ashraya also will be clay. So pot is also made up of clay, Pinda also was made up of clay only. Like if we say cloth, so cloth has Ashraya as cotton, then Tantu's Ashraya also will be cotton. So because both will have Samana Adhikarana. This is what he says. Vayadhikaranya Karya Karana Bhava Ayogat. You cannot have Vayadhikaranya in Karya and Karana. So Atma will be Ashraya of that Upadana Karanam of Bhranti also. Tathacha Dharmi Bhutasya Upadana Karanasya Grahakam Yat Karya Karana Bhava Mulakam Uktam Anumanam Tadeva Tadrisha Dharmigatasya Atma Vrittitva Rupa Dharmasya Grahakam Bhavati. So that Anumanam will be that Anumanam, that Bhranti Jnanam Bhava Rupa Upadana Karanakam Janya Bhavatvat. That same Anumanam which proves the Karya Karana Bhava Tadrisha Dharmigatasya Atma Vrittitva Rupa Dharmasya Grahakam Bhavati. So the karanam, upadana karanam, ajnanam will have similar dharma as Bhranti has. So if Bhranti Jnanam is mithya, then its karanam also will be mithya. So dharmi here means that upadana karanam. That's why it is given dharmi bhutasya upadana karanasya. So dharmi, if you want to write down, dharmi is upadana karana. And this dharmi will have those dharmas which are similar to the karya. Karya means Bhranti. Bhranti, whatever dharmas it has. So like, as I gave you the example, if the pot is made up of clay, and then clay has certain fragrance. So pot has certain fragrance, clay also will be of same fragrance. Pot will be of certain texture, then it's upadana karanam. So if pot is golden, then clay also will have goldness. I mean, karanam also will have, cause will also be having gold in it. So if Bhranti Jnanam is mithya, then karanam also will be, ajnanam will be mithya. So Bhranti Jnanasya cha mithyatvad tad yogyam tad upadana karanam api mithya bhutam eva yogyam. Karyasya upadana karanena saha sajatya niyamat. Because karya and upadana karanam will have sajatiyatva. Like gold, silver pot will be made up of silver, golden pot from gold, like that. Atmani vastutah kasyapi vastuno asatvacha. And in Atma, no vastu will be there. Evam cha atmani adhyastameva kinchit bhranti jnana upadana karanam siddham. And therefore, in Atma, some adhyasta upadana karanam you will have to accept. And that upadana karanam will be mithya and it will be bhavarupam. Tacha jnana abhavat atiriktam. This we will see tomorrow. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punaha Punaha Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om